So, we are back. Markus Marthaler, Alex from Scale Swimming. We are back for a new episode of Let's Talk Swimming. And this time we talk about something which has come up in the comment section of, I think YouTube it was, from one of my followers who asked me a question about certain things, and I want to read the question out to you, and then we start discussion in the end. So let me tell you this story. I'm picking it up. In running, we have long runs, but I recently started swimming and it seems like there are no plans that actually suggest to do a 5K long swim. Is this due to this reason, or am I just looking at the wrong training plans? Then the other one, which was also commenting on it, same question. Surely a weekly aerobic long swim has some benefits, but have never seen a coach/plan recommend one. What would you answer?
Yeah, good questions. We love interval training. We love interval training because there's loads of benefits from that. If you just plod up and down for half an hour, it's very hard to gauge your progress. You get bored, you become unmotivated, you get sloppy with your technique when you get tired. So there's loads of benefits for, say you can swim for an hour, even if you are training for a 3.8k swim, full distance, iron triathlon. Chop it up and we'll explain why, but I'll hand back over to you, Marcus.
Oh, good one. I have a good answer. Human beings are creatures of habits. That means as soon as possible, the body will change into low energy waste mode or energy save mode, which means that it will stop burning and just optimize for what you've done before. So meaning if I do it at a training set, I get the question often, I can combine it. I go 4 times a week to the pool and I swim 1 hour, and I don't get faster. Or I keep on swimming a kilometer per session, but I'm not getting faster. If you do that 4 times, the training effect at the end of the week, even worse at the end of the month or at the end of each cycle, is 0. Meaning, first day you go on Monday and you do your 2K swim all in one go. After, let's say, 600 meter, your body said, oh, I've done this for 600 meter. I'm going to continue to do it going forward. And it starts to save energy, right? On Wednesday, you go again and you do your 2 kilometers in one go. Already at 300 meters, your body realizes, oh, I've done that on Monday. I'm doing it now again. I need to go in energy save mode. It's fine. So the training effect already went down by 50% or even more. And on Friday you go again and you say, oh, I'm going to do this and I need to do 2 kilometers in one go. After 200 meters, your body says, I'm stupid, did it on Monday, did it on Wednesday, now we do it again, let's save some energy. Creature of habit. And on Sunday, you go again, do your 2 kilometers in one go. After 100 meters, your body says, we did it on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and we do it today again. The effect is like 0. Not because he wants to be mad at you or whatever. The effect is not there. You don't make improvements. Now you come to me and say, but I went consistently. Yes, you did. But your body didn't have a consistent challenge, if you want to say that. So that is one part of the answer from my side. With intervals, you train exactly that. If you have intervals in there, you train exactly that your body can never get used to it, and that you mix it up in the sessions and per every other day you go and swim. This is one answer to the question. And the second answer is, the difference between running and cycling is the distance. Most pool swims, Olympic, elite swimmers or let's say master swimmers, or all these competitions are designed for max 1500 meter, So all the races are below that. A 3.5K or a 4 or 5K in one go set or session wouldn't help you there. It just slows you down. Again, one is the creature of habit, the other one, the training effect is not there. So your body constantly needs to be able to go above your limit to train it. In the end, the swims are much shorter. Like the swim in comparison to running and cycling is much shorter. So you need to cover less, but you need to do it a different way. If your goal is like me to do ocean swims like the Ocean 7 or start at some point in 2026, or next year I have my second world record attempt to swim from Tobago to Trinidad, there the situation is a bit different. Every now and then I will do a long swim, but then I do about 20-30 kilometers in that one session. But again, the outlook is different. Again, on that spectrum, there are not so many people who do that. So we're gonna leave there. How do you like this answer?
Yeah, no, it's very good, mate. There's a few things to consider. If you're training for a specific event, you've only got a certain number of training sessions that you've got to then, if you're a triathlete, split between swimming, cycling and running. If you just keep doing a long distance swim each time, you're not going to gain the benefits of what we've talked about, because by doing intervals, you can train at various intensities, you can mix it up. So like, for example, if you're swimming a kilometre and each time you go and swim a kilometre, as you said, you basically hit a plateau. So you'll make some improvements, and then, as you said, your body will just get used to it. So there's nothing wrong with splitting that kilometre up into various different levels of intensity, different distances. So you could swim like a pyramid. So you could swim, I don't know, a 50 metre followed by a 100 metre, a 200, 400, and then back down, for example. I don't know what that added up to then, but it's somewhere around a kilometre. Or you can do 10 100s, or you can do 20 50s. And within, even if you do 20 50s, you could do one easy, one medium, one hard. That's not going to add up to 20. But again, you get my point. Let's go one easy, one hard, one easy, one hard. That'll add up to 20. But just by changing that around, you're still doing the volume, you're still getting the benefits, but you're training in different training zones. You do that when you run. When you're training running, you will train in different training zones. And again, you can go through these different training zones in the pool by using interval training rather than just plodding, probably staying in the same training zone for the whole hour swim or whatever it is that you swim. So
exactly.
Interval is the way forward.
Exactly. Well, ultimately in running too. I mean, research has shown that most of the good runners nowadays, they do mainly interval trainings. And as in the question already answered, there is also interval trainings. Again, with the one long run, I explained, is a question of the distance. What is the distance you want to cover at some point? What is the difference? As I said, for pool swimming, you don't need to have these long swims, let's put it that way, because you will never reach a level where that would actually be beneficial. Because if you want to swim a 1500 meter, it doesn't help you if you swim 3K slower than your time on a 1500 meter. You want to actually try to be able to swim faster, so you want to do 15 times 100 meter and try to get the average pace up, so you actually can then convert that in a competition to get that extra speed out of it. So that is that situation. So you need to know what you're going to do. And again, if you don't go to open water swimming, now the people come up with 3.8 Ks in an Ironman. Again, there, it doesn't help you if you do 6 Ks long swim. It doesn't really help you, and it doesn't really help you because, again, you want to have the average swim. Your body needs to get used to a faster pace with virtually no breaks. I'm not saying no breaks, with virtually no breaks, like little to none, but none is maybe 5 seconds. But so your body can't get used to it, and that's why this is where the difference happens, where you get faster and faster and faster in that sense. So that is it for my side. And again, if you go to the pool, most of the people don't know how to swim or structure training. I mean, we have, on one hand, we have scale swimming training books where I even put in some of my trainings. where you can see as an example some training books. Then you have, and then you go to the pool, and then you have a clock in the pool, and there you can use this for your interval training. It gets more interesting. Or you have tools like the forum goggles, which I love a lot as well, where you actually don't have the time to look at the time, which is on the clock. You have it in your goggles with a head-up display, and it shows you the interval times and when you need to go again. Even there, you can load trainings in and have training suggestions. But again, it is not everyone likes that. That's why we have two kind of scenarios. But that brings you to the point where long swims is kind of boring, like that. But this way we make it more interesting.
That's right. There is nothing wrong with every now and again, if you want to do a long swim as a benchmarking exercise to see whether the training that you've been doing, the interval training that you've been doing, has been making benefit, which it will do if you follow a good plan, a good structure, and so on. But yes, just swimming long swims is not going to be beneficial in the long term.
True. Let's close with that. So what we learned, swimming is better with intervals, and it's the only way to get faster. So if you want to know more, in the description there is scale swimming trainings book, there is other stuff which you see on their Amazon page, and there is even a link to forum. There will be our handles where you can see what we do. You can DM us, ask questions, and we're more than happy to answer them, right?
That's right. Don't be shy to ask any question. No question is a silly question. We're happy to answer, aren't we?
Sounds like it. So,
see ya.
See ya. Cheers.